Good morning, it's Patsy, and I thought I'd introduce you to Winnie. This is Winnie. Say hi, Winnie. She's going to join our other three dogs, so she's dog number 4, but she's saying hi. So there we go. Again. So I thought I'd introduce you to Winnie. She is our new member of the family that we got over the Christmas period. So I thought I'd pop on today just to show you some of the things that I got for Christmas. It's not like a proper walkthrough or anything like that. It's just a quick hello, catch up sort of thing over this Christmas period. And I hope you've all had a wonderful time if you celebrate it. So the first thing that I got a couple of books as presents. I got this one. I was quite disappointed at this actually, because when I see it online I thought it was a big book, but it's not. It's quite a compact little book, but as long as it doesn't seem that much for the price I paid for it, I thought it would be a bigger meatier book, but it's not. But it is what it is. So I got this, the Book of Tarot, a modern guide to reading the tarot by Danielle Noel. Unlock the magic of the tarot, set goals and intentions with clarity, and learn how to handle your deck with confidence as a tool for self-discovery. So we'll see how we go with that. And then, see, this is the sort of thing I thought I was going to get, something nice and meaty. 365 tarot spreads. And that's got a wealth of different spreads in there, and I like to try different spreads even if I don't use them for other people. I do like to try different spreads, and I did want to try a few spreads to upload onto YouTube, so I got this too. And then I also got a couple of decks. I got this one, the Moon Oracle. Now I'll do a proper walk through this when I've not even opened it properly. I've only took the packaging off, but this is a complete different system from what I understand. It's the answer your life questions using the rhythms of the moon. This original, easy to use divination system and practical introduction to lunar astrology allows you to align your life to the fluctuating rhythms of the moon and make in-depth multi-layered readings using a combination of lunar cards. The deck includes 72 powerfully illustrated oracle cards featuring dramatic, figurative and symbolic imagery representing the 8 phases of the moon in each of the 4 astrological elements, 12 moon goddesses and 28 moon mansions. Consult the moon tables in the book to pinpoint the exact phase of the moon and astrological sign it appears in to shed light on the present state of your question. Then refer to the suggested reading methods and detailed card interpretations for guidance on the best way to proceed. So it's a 128 page book, including the moon phase tables, and that's something I wanted to concentrate on this year, is the moon cycles. So I thought this was going to be a good one to get to know. I have the Moonology and I have Queen of the Moon Oracle as well, but I thought this is probably a little bit more in depth. So this is something I'm going to get stuck into in the new year, and once I get to know it I'll come on and do a reading with it and show you how it all works. But this is the majority of them. I won't be buying many decks 2019 because I am going to be doing the in-depth year. I want to concentrate on the decks that I have and concentrate on things that I've not had time to really look into deep enough, the moon being one of them. I want to do a little bit more on numerology and tarot as well as numerology, as well as past life readings, as well as the spirit readings. So there's an awful lot I want to do this year, and keep buying decks isn't the way forward for 2019. And that was kind of thinking when I'd done my 2019 year ahead card, and I got the Hierophant. So my year of 2019 is the Hierophant. So I thought that was quite apt really for what I'm intending 2019 to be. So that is one of the decks that I got, and like I said, once I get to know that, I will come on at a later date in January and do a reading online to show you how that works. That's by Carolyn Smith and John Astrop. The other deck that I received was Tarot of the Old Path. This says, created by the artist Sylvia Gainsford and the author Howard Rodway with the help of 8 witches and representatives of the traditional Wicca path. 78 cards designed with psychic insight using a modern approach to the magical old path. So this is something that I'd had my eye on for a while, and my daughter bought me it for Christmas. That's the backs. They are reversible. It's the Fool, the Magician. So this is a deck also that I want to spend time with January onwards to get to know a bit better and go pretty in depth with it. And there's a few other decks that I want to use to do as well. 2019, the Wildwood being one. Like I say, this one is another one. There's quite a few actually that I want to work with. So not so much the oracles, because I think the oracles, there's a couple of oracles I'd like to do a lot more in-depth work with. The Kitsune, what I bought the other day, the Foxfire Kitsune, that's one of them. And there is a couple of others. The Voice of the Trees, that's another one. Because I did start last year, well this year I should say, getting to sort of understand the energies of the trees and what have you, and the Celtic tree calendar and all that kind of thing, but I got distracted and it never got finished. So that's something else that I want to concentrate on this year too. It's called the Close, but of course that's the Death card. There is a few name changes in these, but they're quite Rider-Waite really. You can see what they are, even though, you know, they're not Rider-Waite, they are based on, you know, the tower. You can see that's the tower, do you know what I mean? So, but, so the name changes isn't a problem. But yeah, so 2019 I am going to do this depth year. There's so much I want to do and I just don't get time to do it. This year I'm planning on doing that. I've just ordered myself a new printer for Christmas. A late Christmas present to myself in the sales. To be able to start making, it's not really a grimoire as such, but I don't know if anybody who watches Mad Witch saw what she did, where she's got like a big folder and she's adapted it to printed out all images to cover it and all that lot, and then different sections within it of different areas of what she's learning and what I've been. I want to do much the same sort of thing for 2019, but I want that to be ready for the 1st of January. So to start putting things in. I've got so many notebooks all over my house with different things in, and I never revert back to them because I don't know which one it's in for a start, and I have to search through every single one. So I want something to put all the important notes and the notes that I want to refer to quite a lot into this one big folder, so it's easy for me just to go to and go straight to it. But I want something that I can add to it as well as having some of the old things in there. So it'll be a work in progress, but I want to start it by January, or have everything to start it at January to start off the new year. To get going for 2019. So that is my plans anyway, and need to keep to them instead of keep getting swayed by decks that I don't need. I'm not saying there won't be any that I don't buy, because I'm sure there will be. If something really catches me, then I'm not going to stop myself from buying it, but I'm not going to be buying like I have been this year. Some weeks I was buying 2-3 decks, sometimes more, which is just silly. I don't need that amount of decks. I can't use that amount of decks. It doesn't matter how much I try, I can't. The Tower of the She is another one that I bought this year that I want to try and work with this year too. So I have plenty of decks to keep me going. So that is my plans. So there you go. So this is one of them that I will be working with. But it will be a busy year, hopefully. Excuse me. Got this dry cough. My son's had a cold over Christmas, and I've got this dry cough, which can be quite annoying when it gets going because it starts itchy when you start, but not as bad as he's got it, bless him. But there we go. So that is what this deck is. In the Eight of Swords, like I said, the imagery is quite, you know, what you'd expect. The 7. But like I said, I've only really just started to have a quick flick through of these, so I might as well finish the rest because we're nearly all the way there anyway. So there we go. Been up since 5 because the pup decided 5 o'clock this morning was a good time to start crying and howling, and she's my son's dog, and it's in his bedroom, but somehow he can sleep right through it. Everybody else in the house can't, but he can. Typical teenager. He loves his dogs. He has autism, and he prefers dogs to people, really, but he can sleep through the racket, just everybody else can't. But except the husband, he's pretty good at that. That's where he gets it from. He can sleep through anything too. That's the 8 of Pentacles. 7. And 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And the last one, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So that is Tarot of the Old Path, which is an AGM Urania publishing. Cardstock's not too brilliant, it's a little bit on the flimsy, but apart from that, it's fun. You get a little white book if you need it, and it is a lot of white on there, but I don't actually mind that with this deck. I don't really mind it. So that's that one. So that's what I got for Christmas, and like I said, I will come back and do some readings with that Moon Oracle once I've got to know it, because I know there is a certain system that you have to work through to do, you know, to use those. So I want to give it justice. So I will be back before the new year with an update of what my favourite decks of 2018 have, and some what have surprised me, and some that I thought I was going to like but really haven't really connected to as yet. But I'll do that sometime before the new year. So have a rest of a lovely holiday period, and I shall see you sometime in the next couple of days. Thanks for watching. Bye.